Hello and welcome back to another of my Arma 3 Eden editor tutorial videos. In this video, I would like to share with you about how to create an as action which will be implemented on player instead of other objects. So it can be accessed by pressing both Ctrl and Alt button by default. And for these tutorial videos, we won't use the editor much except for the testing. Instead, we are going to go to the script editor which I will be using Notepad++ for that. And as for file, it will be initPlayerLocal.sqf, which I will explain later once we proceed to my browser, where I will try to explain the script. And now we are here in the asterisk of Visual Wiki, and notice the highlighted text here. So there are two functions that I want to mention. First is the interaction menu function add action to class, and the second is to create action. So both must be added together in order to see the effect on player, which I will be explaining on the notepad. And anyway, the reason I write the script in the initPlayerLocal.sqf because this script or function is not global, so it must be executed on each computer that is meant to play Arma 3. So it cannot be used or cannot be written on the init server or init. It must be on initPlayerLocal. And I've tested it, and yeah, the result speaks for itself, which unfortunately I have no chance to share with you. But anyway, let us proceed to the notepad. And here we are, the notepad++. Of course, this initPlayerLocal.sqf doesn't reflect my full content of the file, but it really serves the purpose for showing you the script. First is the unit to player, but this can be skipped by just changing this unit to be player. It works as well. And as for the action itself, I try to demonstrate this combination of two functions by applying an animation for players. So first is to create a clear which is meant to put the animation back to normal, and the second one is to rest, which actually is meant for at ease. Of course, the animation of at ease and being captured is the same, but then again it works as intended, at least in my opinion. So first is this clear, is meant here, and the second is the name. You can just put this just the same. The third is the logo or symbol or icon of the action. If it left empty, the icon will be just a dot. And then this is the script itself, what kind of script that will be executed if you choose the action. The last can be followed or tracked back on the wiki itself, but I think that's not too important to be discussed, because actually you can just leave it here with the rest of them being left alone with their default value. And then this is to add action to class. Once you have the action being explained or written here, of course with the variable up front here, then you can just put this type of unit. Of course the unit itself is player, and then 1 is meant for self action, where 0 is meant for action that is attached to object. Okay, I think that's the little explanation of the script. We can proceed to the test itself. Remember, the first is the clear animation, the rest, and then the second is to have an at-ease animation. And now we are back to the editor. Now let us proceed with the test. Here our Devonian Defense Forces military police officer. Here, as you can see, since I don't leave the icon path empty, there is this icon here, and then once we choose this, you notice that there is this animation that will be played. And of course, this being animation that is meant for hostage, I cannot move. I cannot move my limb, and left only my head to be able to look around, and nothing I can do. And then there is this clear, which is quite good if you are stuck in certain animation. But unfortunately, let's consider there is some kind of how should I say it, exploit? I don't think so, but still more freedom for expressing your own thing, or at least animation you want to play. Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you in another videos. Goodbye.